Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Anywhere, anytime we hear this. How many words do I need to know in order to speak fast and fluently? In this video, I'm going to break down this topic and I'll tell you some tips and tricks to enhance your vocabulary efficiently. If you're interested in, keep watching, and without further ado, let's get started. First, we have to know what is fluency. Everybody has a definition for fluency. Someone who can interact with people as a simple conversation till this fluency. But some others are different, speaking with the native speakers or non-natives about economy, about culture, or analyzing various topics confidently is one of the other definitions of fluency. So, when someone speaks well, but he can't read or write something in a natural way, we can call him fluent or a fluent speaker. A fluent speaker has to be fluent not just in speaking, but in terms of reading, writing, and comprehension or understanding contents like movies, music, and etc. In order to reach to these types of fluency, it needs a lot of time and effort. But I personally think that when we can call someone fluent, when he or she speaks without pauses and understood by their audiences and being able to communicate. Maybe I'm wrong. Everybody has an opinion. This is my mindset. That's what I think. Don't worry about your amount of words. If I don't know 3,000 words, I can't speak. If I know 2,500 words, I still can't speak because I have to reach to 3,000 words to be able to speak. This perspective is negative thought that causes to underestimate our abilities. But remember, knowing 3,000 words contains 90 up to 95% of language comprehension. It means you understand 90% of a content, but it doesn't mean when you hit 3,000 words you are fluent, because you do limit yourself with numbers. I'm asking you, how many words do you know in your native language? 3, 4, 5,000, how much? As I'm talking right now, how many words I used? I mean complicated words. You see, the majority of my words are simple. With a very small amount of words, you can say a lot of things in English. But important thing is how to use from those words. Somebody knows 10,000 words, but they don't know where to use it. They just memorize the words over and over again without knowing what should I do with these words. But let me know in the comment box down below, how many words do you know? Fluent came from a Latin word flow. If you talk to someone smoothly with all its flows, then you're fluent. In order to reach to fluency in a particular language, you need to build a strong vocabulary. But the vocab is necessary and essential to be able to speak fluently. On the other hand, most important thing in fluency is reading, listening, and watching movies. It has a very, very important role to reach to the fluency peak. For example, if you are in a conversation and you don't know what's the meaning of overwhelming in your target language, you can explain to your audiences differently. Like, you can say, when you do a very hard stuff and you feel very tired, your audience will tell you, yeah, that's an overwhelming. If you can explain them like this, then you're fluent. And you have to just immerse yourself in the language. I made a video about learning a language in a short period of time and quickly, and I don't want to repeat them right now. I suggest you to watch those videos as well. Find the link in the description box if you want to immerse yourself in a language. There are 170,000 words in English language. Most of them are not used in our daily life. It even estimated that native speakers knows between 15 up to 20,000 words families, or lemma. Lemma is the base form of a word with suffixes, prefixes, and conjugations like dance, to dance, danced, dancing, and so on. These are the lemma. No one exactly knows how many words is essential and important in order to speak in a language. As I said earlier, there are someone who knows 10,000 words but he can't speak fluently. Words are classified according to the levels. Beginners have to know 250 up to 500 words for starting a journey into a language. In conversation, you have to know 100 up to 300 words, and you will be able to talk about your daily routine perfectly, asking people how you're doing, talking about your plans, and so on. Advanced levels, 4 up to 10,000 words. You can talk about events that everybody happens, news, your career, politics, or whatever you like to speak. The last one, native level, 10,000 up to 30,000 words. It is really difficult to know how many words a native speaker knows, but it's estimated by average. A native speaker knows 10,000 up to 30,000 words. But keep in mind that every language has different amount of words. If you search for most common words in Japanese, the Google will show you 5 up to 6,000 words. Or frequent used words for Korean, it's the same, with a little bit difference. Now it's time to know how to reach to the point you want to reach. 1. Determine how many words you can memorize a day. If you can memorize 10 words a day, it will be 3,650 words a year. Great, it's enough to express yourself and to talk about simple events around you. But don't learn every single word you confront with. You don't need to know everything. Prioritize the words you want to learn. The key of speaking in a language is not knowing tons of words. First, learn words that are used in your daily life, then go for the others. And one wrong idea that most of language learners have is, it is impossible to reach to fluency level without living in an English-spoken country. This is an excuse we make. It doesn't have any correlation with fluency. Second, sentences. You have to put the words you learn into a sentences. I recommend you to watch my previous videos about learning vocabularies. I'll put the link somewhere in the screen and in the description box. I talked in details about making sentences over there. Do you remember I said earlier there are people who knows 10,000 words but they don't speak. They can't speak. The reason is they don't use the words he or she memorized in a sentences. They don't know how to use them and how to make sentences for each one of them. So don't be like them. When you watch a movie, you know 80 up to 90% of the content of that movie, and still you can't speak fluently. It's because of our active and passive acquisitions. Because we passively know lots of words, but actively we go short of words. Our active vocabularies are smaller than our passive. Active vocabulary is that you can remember it quickly when you write and you speak. But passive is you are capable to understand when you hear it, but you can't use it. So if you love cooking, then you need to know the words that are related to cooking. So learning those words are passive. And when you use them in your real life, this is active, and you will never forget it. For best result, record yourself while you're cooking and tell which recipes do you use, how to cook whatever you're cooking, and so on. So I hope you enjoyed from this video. Please hit the subscribe button and motivate me with your likes and sharing my videos with your friends. Wish you the best.